Hey everybody, it's Adwoa-Sugar here with you. You might hear Kwabi in the background. I hope you're doing good today. I want to say a special happy birthday to my mom, to my womb bestie, Nataki, to my grandfather, to my Uncle Red, to my best friend Bible, to Crystal, to Sharmika, and to Kweku's mom, and a lot of other wonderful people that's birthday is here in February. God bless you and continue being great. Also, too, I forgot, happy birthday, Miranda. And anybody else I forgot, happy birthday in advance. Anybody who's following me, happy birthday. Okay, so let's get to it. The next thing I want to talk about is the viral video that is going around about the Russian man who actually met Ghanaian ladies and slept with them and videoed them without their consent. And why this is so viral. To me, I wouldn't advise you ever to sleep with a man without being married to him. Now, to each his own, what you choose to do is you. I always advise you to use discernment, pray about it, and I always advise you to date the person and then marry them and then have sex. But you know, people mess up and make wrong decisions, so that's up to their choice. But what I want to say to you about this particular situation, why it bothers me, is because I feel like it's the wrong type of light for Ghana, okay? I feel like that this situation, the way the guy went about it and went to Ghana and actually met these ladies and recorded them and then recorded his sexual acts with them and then placed it on social media so everyone can view it. I feel like it's a distaste in everyone's mouth. I also saw a post that says, like, we don't really do a good job of covering people. But think about it this way. You have a person, you know, that we don't know what the conversation was between them. We don't know what he promised or what he said. But with him coming from Russia, being a different demographic, and then being able to have that much leeway to do what he did is wrong to me. And then on top of that, to just put their information and put their stuff all over social media, like you didn't even have a mindset to even blare out their face. And these ladies one day will be wives. They one day will have children. They one day will work in professions and places where people will see them. And that's social media that you put up there. No matter how much you erase it and take it off of everywhere, it will never go away. If their kids decide to Google it in the future, it will show up. And what bothers me is that, what are we doing about this situation that's going on in Ghana? There's so many jobs that need to be created so women won't have to go into this arena to try to seek for money. You know, them working regular jobs and getting paid a certain amount of what they get paid monthly is not enough to live on, honestly. With a regular job in Ghana. You know, I love Ghana. It's my place. But I have so many people that I help and that I pray for and I talk to and I'm friends with that go through a lot of hardships. I mean, all of us are, you know, going through things and trying to help each other. But more so than not, I see a lot of my friends or a lot of my people or people that they may know that they have to do other things to make money. And it's not right. You know what I mean? They shouldn't have to struggle and have to do to make money. And sometimes they don't even talk about it, but I know something, you know what I mean? And that doesn't go for everybody, but it feels bad to have to ask for help for necessities and things that you should be able to take care of. But because you don't get paid the adequate amount of money for your living, you have to stoop to other situations and other things to be able to make sure you're able to take care of family expenses, bills, and things. That's sad. And then on top of that, you have people that have this mindset if they mess with somebody that's from another country because their money is more denominations and they make more. Maybe if I get in cahoots or connected to this person, they'll send me money. Or maybe if I get into a relationship with them, they'll take me abroad and I can work and be able to take care of my family or my financial problems or situations, which is not always the truth. So they end up getting played, you know what I mean? And it's bad. And then think about those who actually use romance schemes and romance things for their own gain. And with this being a Caucasian man, to sit up here and do this to these people or to these women is wrong. Like, you have no regards or no remorse. How would you feel if this was your sister being done by men and her all over? You would be really pissed. You'd be trying to find out who that person is, and you'd be trying to get him blacklisted ASAP. But I guess because we're a woman of color, a woman that's kind of naive and not really understanding what she's doing or understand what's going on, this is how we're viewed or put on this negative notion. So now other men could come and be like, wow, I can do that too. Charlie, I think of each and every one of these women as if they were family. Like, what if this was my my close family member? What if this was my daughter? You know, what if this was somebody close to me that is trying to figure out how to make ends meet, and this person comes and offers them this, and all I have to do is sacrifice myself for this. One thing is wrong. I would truly trust in God, but we don't know everybody's walk in life, and we don't know what they're going through. So we can't judge them. All we can do is love on them and pray for them. And if we see someone in need, we shouldn't just badge them because they have a situation that they can't take care of. We should be able to step up and help. A lot of people are needing help in these seasons. Heck, even me. Sometimes I need help. So I just feel like I wish a lot of ladies can use discernment. And I know it gets exciting when you meet somebody from another country and they're being nice to you or whatnot. But please use discernment. And I get it. Like, the economy there is not great. You know, the economy here isn't either. But it's sad. And Ghana, we got to stand up. A lot of us who are business owners, those who are in government, you guys got to change things. You guys got to make sufficient enough adequate funding and pay for these people to be able to survive, so they don't have to go into this type of situation. What lady wants to make herself look disrespectful, especially over social media? And I saw one video where one lady was talking about that she slept with a guy and she thought she was going to get a certain amount of money and he wasn't going to pay her now. And she needed to pay for a school fee or something. That's sad, you know? Not only is it sad that, you know, she gave him a service, which I'm not condoning this service at all, by all means. But if anything, you should have paid her. You know what I mean? And it's sad. And I really think that we should, as moving forward, we need to say things. We need to, you know, make sure this is not happening and not degrading, you know, people of Ghana, because it's not right. Ghana is a peaceful, loving country, and this is not the look that Ghana needs. Adwoa-Sugar, I love you guys.